I'm back finally. Got a new laptop, and finally, despite I had originally planned to review this a month ago, here is at long last my review of John Carpenter's The Thing. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D. Finally back after it has been almost a week since you saw a big vid of mine, not counting the delayed vids, which I am going to take those down, so now that you know that I'm officially back. Alright, and now this time I bring to you my long overdue review of the 1982 sci-fi horror flick The Thing, released by Universal, directed by John Carpenter from a screenplay by Bill Lancaster, based on the 1938 novella Who Goes There by John W. Campbell Jr. It tells the story of a group of American researchers in Antarctica who encounter the eponymous thing, a parasitic extraterrestrial life form that assimilates, then imitates other organisms. The group is overcome by paranoia and conflict as they learn they can no longer trust each other and that any part of them could be the thing. Film stars Kurt Russell along with R.J. McCready. No, wait, nah. Oh, I'm. Boop, boop. Take two. The film stars Kurt Russell as R.J. McCready. I apologize for that little error, so I just did that take two bit. Along with A. Wilford Brimley, T.K. Carter, David Clennon, Keith David, Richard Dysart, Charles Hallahan, Peter Maloney, Richard Masur, Donald Moffat, Joel Polis, and Thomas G. Waits. Now, of course, production of this began in the mid-70s as a faithful adaptation of the novella following 1951's The Thing from Another World, which I must see. But anyway, I haven't seen that. But anyway, this film eventually became a bit of a success, but it found an audience when it was released on physical media and on television. But I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's get to our story. In Antarctica, a helicopter pursues a sled dog to an American research station. The Americans witness as the passenger accidentally blows up the helicopter and himself. The pilot shoots at the dog and shouts at the Americans in Norwegian, but they are unable to understand him. He is shot dead in self-defense by Station Commander Gary. The American helicopter pilot R.J. McCready and Dr. Copper leave to investigate the Norwegian base. Among the charred ruins and frozen corpses, they find the burned remains of a malformed humanoid, which they transfer to the American station. Their biologist, Blair, performs an autopsy on the remains and finds a normal set of human organs. Clark handles the sled dog, and it soon metamorphoses and absorbs most of the station dogs. This disturbance alerts the team, and Childs uses a flamethrower to incinerate the creature. Blair autopsies the dog thing and surmises that it can perfectly imitate other organisms. Data recovered from the Norwegian base leads the Americans to a large excavation site containing a partially buried alien spacecraft, which North estimates has been buried for over 100,000 years. And a smaller human-sized dog, dig site, excuse me again. Blair grows paranoid after running a computer simulation that indicates that the creature could assimilate all life on Earth in a matter of years. The station implements controls to reduce the risk of assimilation. The malformed humanoid remains assimilate and isolated beings, but Windows interrupts the process and McCready burns the Bennings thing. The team also imprisons Blair in a tool shed after he sabotages all the vehicles, kills the remaining sled dogs, and destroys the radio to prevent escape. Copper suggests testing for infection by comparing the crew's blood against uncontaminated blood held in storage. But after learning the blood stores have been destroyed, the men lose faith in Gary's leadership, and McCready takes command. He, Windows, and Knowles finds Fuchs' burning corpse and surmise he committed suicide to avoid assimilation. Windows returns to the base while McCree and Knowles investigate McCree's shack. During their return, Knowles abandons McCree in a snowstorm, believing he has been assimilated after finding his torn clothes in the shack. The team debates whether to allow McCree inside, but he breaks in and holds the group at bay with dynamite. During the encounter, Norris appears to suffer a heart attack. As Copper attempts to defibrillate Norris, his chest transforms into a large mouth and bites off Copper's arms, killing him. Yeah, pretty gruesome, huh? McCree incinerates the Norris thing, but its head detaches and attempts to escape before also being burnt. McCree hypothesizes that the Norse thing demonstrated that every part of the thing is an individual life form with its own survival instinct. He proposes testing blood samples from each survivor with a heated piece of wire and has each man restrained but is forced to kill Clark after he lunges at McCree with a scalpel. Everyone passes the test except Palmer, whose blood recoils from the heat. Exposed, Palmer thing transforms, breaks free of its bonds, and infects Windows, forcing McCree to incinerate them both. Now for the final act and the ending, you know the procedure as always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, continue. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Childs is left on guard while the others go to test Blair, but they find that he has escaped and has been using vehicle components to assemble a small flying saucer. On their return, Childs is missing and the power generator is destroyed, leaving the men without heat. McCree speculates that, with no escape left, the thing intends to return to hibernation until a rescue team arrives. McCree, Gary, and Knowles agree that the thing cannot be allowed to escape and set explosives to destroy the station. But Blair Thing kills Gary and Knowles disappears. Blair Thing transforms into an enormous creature and breaks the detonator, but McCree triggers the explosives with a stick of dynamite, destroying the station. Childs returns as McCready sits by the burning remnants, saying he became lost in the storm while pursuing Blair. Exhausted and slowly freezing to death, they acknowledge the futility of their distrust and share a bottle of Scotch whiskey. End of story. So, what did I think of John Carpenter's The Thing? Well, after some of my fellow YouTubers who like horror flicks got me interested in it, I figured I'd check it out one day, and I did after I got it on DVD from Amazon last year. I gotta say, I love it. It's real good. I think this is another good masterpiece from John Carpenter, aside from Halloween. Now, since I've seen a few other films he's done, including Escape from New York, which Kurt Russell actually did the previous year, which I was intending to review that last year and failed to, but I'll make up for lost time for that soon. Details to follow. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, in the subsequent years since its release, it has been reappraised as one of the best sci-fi and horror films ever made and has gained a cult following. I gotta say, I really did enjoy it. This had so much intense moments. This just had so much of a cool sci-fi action horror feel to it. Yeah, it's some action in it as well. Anyway, it spawned a variety of merchandise, including a novelization of the film, haunted house attractions, board games, sequels, and comic books, and even a video game of the same name, and a prequel film of the same name released in 2011, which I did see. I might review that later on. But anyway, I think the story was really good. The effects in this was done was really good too. I must admit, it had for the thing. So anyway, yeah. It was just so incredible, and this was just wow. Though it did open pretty reasonable, but it was regarded as a critical commercial failure at the time, as it went on to make 19 million here in the U.S. And well, apparently, I do believe it lost to Blade Runner, which was released the same day from the looks of it. So my source says, but I really don't want to try to jump to any conclusions or possibilities or anything, right? But anyway, yeah. John Carpenter's thing was awesome. It had a good feel to it. I liked the setting in Antarctica. That was really something. Our cast was real good too. Kurt Russell especially playing McCready, who was really good. A. Wilfred Brimley playing Blair. T.K. Carter, who I know that guy really well, who would later be best known for playing Mike Fulton on Punky Brewster, played Knowles. David Clinton played Palmer. Keith David played Childs. Richard Dysart played Dr. Copper. Charles Hallahan as Norris. Pierre Maloney as George Bennings. Richard Mercer played Clark. Donald Moffat played Gary. Joel Polis played Fuchs. And Thomas G. Waits played Windows. So anyway, yeah. This didn't have no women in this, except for maybe the voice of McCready's chess computer, voiced by Carpenter's then wife at the time, Adrienne Barbeau, who recently appeared in The Fog, which of course Carpenter also did, which I haven't reviewed that yet, but rest assured I will do that eventually. But anyway, I think it was really good. The score from Ennio Morricone, if I mispronounced it, I humbly apologize. But that was pretty good too. I like that. It was just so incredible. So in the end, I think the thing was pretty darn awesome. So in the end, with a pretty good story, a great cast, pretty good score, great effects, would I recommend John Carpenter's The Thing? That would be easily a hell yeah. Check this out if you haven't. Anyway, it's really good and I do love it. So, what are your thoughts on John Carpenter's The Thing? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my last two films I was supposed to do last month. And hopefully, I'll have those ready. And those will be on Despicable Me 2, and then Despicable Me 3 will follow. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other sci-fi horror flicks I've reviewed. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of Alien from 1979. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Predator from 1987. Or if you want some more John Carpenter, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my re-review of his 78 classic known as Halloween. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.